What up? What's up? Top of the top. What's popping? What's cracking? What's good? Good morning. Good morning. What up, Wax Dog? Miss Lay Jones. What's up, sis? My bro, ABGBK all day. I see y'all up and ready this morning, locked and loaded. Because we on the same type of time. That's why y'all already know when to pull up. Something else I want to tell y'all. Whenever y'all see me post, whenever you see me post up, just know I'm always going to come on. I'm about to come on. It don't matter what time it say, but sometimes I just throw the time off on purpose. Y'all already know. When y'all see me pop out, I'm about to pull up. Y'all already know that, so I don't got to tell y'all that. My boy Allen, what up? ASAP Auto. And y'all already know what time it is. Y'all know I'm about to get on some things today, man. But it is some very, very weird stuff going on. And I'm gonna be talking about that. Y'all already know that. But we're gonna be examining some of the weird things that's been going on, especially Black History Month. Good morning, Juicy Peach. What's up? So as I see the family pulling up in the building, we're going to get into the business. Fun of Fame Live, episode 111. What up, Mr. X? And I'm going to tell y'all, too, y'all need to be staying in tune. You need to make sure the all notification bell is on because sometimes y'all be missing out. I'm not on no one schedule. I'm always be on a morning schedule, but throughout the day, I'm on a different type of time because I got time. And I was up to like 1 o'clock last night, and I still got up at 5. So I've been grinding behind the scenes. And y'all going to see what I've been doing. Y'all going to see what we've been doing. Shout out to my man, Grown Man P. What up, Miss Deja? Where you been at? I ain't see you in a couple of days. Real Life TV. What up? Anyway, I say we working on some things, man. So y'all stay in tune, man. Y'all you know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to miss out. And you already know it's gonna be a lot of entertainment, but it's gonna be a lot of real stuff too. And it's a lot of things I'm gonna show y'all how the community will never come together as one. I'm gonna show y'all. We're gonna get into a lot of Willie Lynch behavior that's been going on, throughout the generations. And the last fight, and I did a video on this a while ago. The last fight is actually the old against the young. That's one of the last fights amongst our people. Because being that the old cannot get along with the young, you'll see that a lot of old people will hate on you more than the KKK. That's why I always tell you it's not about race all the time. Sometimes your so-called elders or the so-called older people that failed in life, they like the people like that have stepped through your garden. Like when you're trying to grow a garden, the old people are the people that'll walk over your whole garden and crush your flowers, crush your fruit. Because they don't like to see new growth. And that's one of the main reasons why we all are in the situations we in, because our elders have failed us. And we had to bump our head to actually learn what life is all about. And I'm gonna be getting into that, not in this episode, but I want y'all to just pay attention to what is going to be shown to y'all so y'all can see. And I told y'all, the main people that's hating, the main people that's keeping the community down, that's destroying every platform, destroying just everything in life, or already destroy everything, it's the older people. The people that's born from a certain time. They lived through the 70s, they lived through the 80s, they lived through the 90s. I'm talking about they was grown and they did everything, so-called. But you'll see that in 2022, they the main people in the way. And they the main people holding us back. And a lot of them got a slave mentality. They got a very wicked mentality. And we're going to get into a lot of things and show you how it's people put in place that don't want to see us expand. But other than that, like I said, this is the For No Fame Live episode 111. Y'all already know what time it is. We about to do what we do. So there it is. Now, as y'all might already know, Ahmaud Arbery, his killers, the 3 white men that you see in this picture that tried to say they wasn't racist, that tried to say they wasn't targeting this black man jogging around the neighborhood. They alleged he was trying to steal from a bandit crib, like he was trying to steal some copper or something, like a crackhead. And they gunned him down. Actually, they shotgunned him down. They chased him down, shotgunned him down. And to some people, it looked like something from back in the day. It looked like a lynching about to take place. Like I said, you see them older dudes, I told you, man, it's some older people that still got older mentalities and they don't understand times change, and people not going for that. And you could tell that the older dudes, they taught it to the younger man. But my point is this. All 3 white men who killed Ahmaud Arbery have been found guilty on all counts in a federal court of law. They've been charged with hate crimes, violating his civil rights. Now, for those that don't know, they already have been convicted of murder in regular court, you know, state. They already been convicted. My boy Kevin Stone, what up, bro? What up? That's the bro right there, man. I ain't see you in a minute, bro. I know you be tapping in, though. Stay tuned, Kevin Stone. I'm telling you, stay tuned, bro. Just make sure you stay tuned, man. Some things gonna pop out. Some of y'all already know. But, you know what I'm saying? Ahmaud Arbery, he now could rest, even though it's sad. He went way before his time, and he actually was a good man. He wasn't no gangbanger. He wasn't no criminal. We actually know he was into health because he was jogging, trying to take care of himself. And these 3 rednecks decided to get their guns, mount up, and chase this man and try to shoot him down. So the federal court proved that they had a racist motive. And they also found and saw the text messages that went between these individuals making certain racist comments and certain racial stereotypes. But they also was the main people saying that they're not racist, which goes back to what I was trying to tell people. You got people that you might deal with every day. You don't know they're racist because they don't wear it on their sleeve. You might work for some of them. You might shop at a lot of their stores. Some of the fast food restaurants you might go to, they might be the owners of those stores, and they straight racist, but you'll never know. So my point is, some people have mastered hiding their hate. And it comes in all shapes and forms. They can hide that hate. And they'll shake your hand, everything, smile on your face. They can have on a suit and tie. Don't matter how they dress. But in their heart, deep, they got hate. And the first chance they get to express that hate or show that hatred, that's what they're going to do. And we see that these 3 niggas, or should I say white niggas, because they all 3 was ignorant. They shot this man down just because he was jogging. But in my opinion, they was 3 haters, and they the 3 stooges. So they was trying to say they wasn't racist. They swore up and down. They try to use that excuse because they didn't want to get charged with that hate crime. But In federal court, it has been proven that they was talking racial talk before the killing. And if I'm not mistaken, after the fact, while, you know, they was on trial in state, they was still talking a little junk back and forth amongst each other. And due to technology, you know, the FBI was able to get all of that information from their phone records. So we got to understand something about hate crimes. It's a lot of hate crimes, and it ain't always racial. You got people in your own hood that be hating on you. That's a hate crime. You know what I'm saying? You got people, for whatever reason, they want to make an excuse. They don't like that new car you got. They don't like the new crib you moved in. They don't like you got a happy family, and they start hate crimes. Only difference is they might not do nothing violent to you, but the hate crime begins from the hate. Y'all know the hateration. So that's why when we see these three knuckleheads in this picture, we see they look like three washed up white men that even a white woman wouldn't even want. And that's why I know they haters. We see they're not in shape. Ahmaud Arbery was running, jogging. He was healthy, doing his thing. And they want to ride up on him with a shotgun and gun him down in broad daylight. Then try to throw a label on him that he a criminal. Like, they actually, I'm going to show you right. These individuals proved to us they was living in the past because they thought it was, you know, back in the day, in the 50s, 60s, and all of that. They thought it was the civil rights era where they could just pull up on a black man, gun him down, and get away. They thought by them calling him a criminal, they was just going to get away with it. Y'all see those stereotypes, right? They always try to affiliate black with criminal behavior, ignorance, stupidity. And they think they can always use that for an excuse to take somebody's life. So now these three individuals had to be made a victim to let everybody else in America that think like these people, if they go around trying to smoke individuals for no reason, they're going to get dealt with. You can't just be smoking people and trying to put it on your race or put it on their race. That goes for Hispanic, anybody of any other nationality other than white. If you see them in your neighborhood, it don't give you the right to just pull up and smoke them because of how they look. Because we know what? Looks are deceiving. And you got to get to know somebody before you really know who they are and what they're about. You got to at least have a conversation with them to see where they head at. But these men just wanted to pull up, and they got charged in federal court with hate crimes and attempted kidnapping. See, according to the law, or according to this case, they felt like these dudes might have been trying to actually snatch him up and kidnap him and torture him, whatever. Because the way they pulled up on him, it's like they wanted to do real harm to this man. Who knows? They might have tried to hang him from a tree. Who knows? So that's why they had to be made an example out of them. We also seen the other day, the police woman, Kim Potter. She got under what, 2 years? For smoking that boy inside his car, and she claimed she was reaching for the taser, even though, you know, a taser and a loaded gun, they have two different weights, and they're on two different sides of your hip. But she still was able to get off with that little excuse that she thought she was pulling her taser. And with this case right here, we're actually dealing with the 2-year anniversary of this case because this case happened on 2/23/2020. And you see, we approximately 2 years later. Today is 2/23/2022. But they got, you know, convicted. And that's why I told y'all within the past 2 years, you've seen a lot of people rise, a lot of people fall. Within this 2-year span, you've seen a whole lot of things happen in 2 years real fast. You've seen so many changes, so many weird stories, so everything you've seen has flipped in these 2 years. You never seen crime this fast. You never seen this much poverty so fast. You never seen so many people fall from grace so fast. I went into how a lot of new talent was broke in 2020 and now they have fallen. Some people feel like this whole 2 years was a program process. Good morning. Salute, salute to the people. I see y'all pulling up strong. But these 3 individuals have been convicted in Black History Month. And now we also know Ahmaud Arbery is part of Black history because he's a Black man and they made him history. He's not here no more. He's in the ground. Way before his time, too. So that's why when I did that video and I asked the people, are Blacks becoming history? Because now it's like you get a big name or you become great once you're already dead. When you're alive, you're not great. But it's like once you die, you become a martyr and now you become history. Like, you know, I can go into the list of names. I don't feel like it right now. But I'm trying to show y'all something. So that's my opinion. It's like Blacks are becoming history. Or when I say Blacks, I'm talking about anybody that comes from a certain demographic, aka the hood, aka poverty, whatever you want to say, aka you know, the color of your skin. It's like it's a certain people becoming history. And what I mean by that, I mean also in a good way, but it's like a lot of people got to lose their life to become great. And that's kind of what this episode is about. And Ahmaud Arbery was actually the opposite of George Floyd, because allegedly they say George Floyd was on them drugs, allegedly. That's what they say. And I did see a picture with some white residue in his nose. So we got to understand that George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery was 2 different cases, but what you got to understand is people went harder for George Floyd than they did for Ahmaud Arbery. Some people feel like that whole George Floyd situation was a big distraction, because you got to remember this actually happened before George Floyd, for those that don't remember. And some people feel like this case was the real case and George Floyd was to throw this case off, as well as promote Black Lives Matter and the rest of them people, and do everything they did when they tore up everybody's neighborhood. Allegedly, that's what that whole was. That whole thing was a program. It was a show, and that's why you don't see them no more. You don't see them campaigning no more. They're not throwing none of these cases and trials in your face no more. They're not pumping their fists walking around no more. Because if you notice, look, y'all already know, even with the situation that recently happened in Minnesota, we got to watch that as well. Went up in the crib with the key and smoked that boy under the covers. He didn't even have time to raise nothing up. But my point is, he also is now history. And the people that always say they for the people, you always gonna see when it's lit, when it's really, really time, they don't do what they're supposed to do. They get quiet. Just like you'll see with this case, a lot of people didn't cover this case. See, I talk about a lot of different things. So it's a dumb nigga try to say I do celebrity gossip. Y'all know I don't just do no celebrity gossip, and I don't do no gossiping. I'm giving you analytics and I'm breaking down what's in your face, what a lot of people don't want to see. And I'm going to relate it to your everyday life and show you how you caught in the matrix and you stupid. And I'm talking about the stupid individuals. I'm not talking about the smart people, because I don't got to keep explaining stuff to y'all. Y'all already know. But it's stupid people that don't know the difference between bringing things to reality and then just putting something out there. See, gossipers, they just put something out there. They spill the tea. But people who tapped in are going to show you and break down the whole matrix to you and let you see what you're seeing for yourself. And if you've been asleep, a person, you know what I'm saying, that bringing that light to you, they're going to open your eyes up. Because anybody can watch TV, anybody can watch some so-called gossip, but you ain't going to get none out of gossip. You're just going to want more gossip. When you pull up here and you come in this building, you're going to get some type of spark. I say that, you're going to get a spark. You're going to think. And it's called what? Making sense of the nonsense. The same way when you raising your children and y'all watching TV, you're supposed to always break certain things down. You don't let ignorance go in their brain without being challenged. You're always supposed to break certain things down. Or if you watch a movie with them, a TV show, and you seeing some nonsense, you're supposed to break that down. Because if you don't challenge it, what they say, basically wicked thoughts, wicked music, wicked programs, if it's not challenged, it goes into your soul without your permission. Music, entertainment is the only thing that can go in your soul and, you know, take over your brain and your mind without your permission. That's like if you keep watching something over and over and over, not only will you have dreams about it, you will actually start trying to live it out. And all you did was just watch something. The same way they play video games, and they play the video game so much, they go outside and want to shoot something for real and don't even know why. Because it's programming. Certain things can inspire your soul and your spirit without your permission if you don't challenge it. So certain things have to be challenged, aka has to be broken down. Salute helping the vision. What up, bro? Certain things have to be broken down, and then you separate what's good from the bad. And when it's all bad, you throw it in the trash. But this is how perception has to be dealt with in reality. So that's what I do. And I have fun doing it because I do a lot of comedy too. But at the end of the day, you'll notice that, like I say, a lot of the big platforms, they haven't been talking about Ahmaud Arbery. They haven't been talking about the incident in Minnesota, Amir Locke. And you'll also see that the past week or two, all the focus has been on rap music, aka drill music. All the focus has been on drill. So that's what I'm trying to show y'all. They want you focusing on drill music when you got 3 white men who was riding around shotgunning people and they don't listen to no music, no drill music at all. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's nobody for the people, all right? Nobody is for the people. So don't believe that lie. You got to be for yourself. There's nobody for you. It's nobody going to lead you. It's nobody going to take a bullet for you. You know what I'm saying? It's nobody going to make sure your family's straight. It's nobody going to pay your bills. Nobody, like when you get that light bill, because y'all know light bills just went up. They just started doubling up on electric bills, water bills. Ain't no leader going to help you pay none of that. So stop looking for leaders. Or when you see a so-called leader, just know that's entertainment. Something to make you feel good. That's it. Y'all seen Monsters Ball. She just wanted to feel good. When that man was hitting her from the back, she said, make me feel good. See, some people just want to feel good. So you look at entertainers, that's all they're there for, is to make you feel good. That's it. They're going to stroke your emotions, but they ain't going to do nothing. And I suggest you don't look for nobody outside of your circle or your family to do nothing for you, period. Because guess what? In life now, you got to figure out everything on your own, and it's called cracking the codes. As well as a lot of y'all, to be honest with you, you got to get into the book. Because the book will, you know, it will reveal all things that has already been done over and over and over and over again. And then sometime you'll see, when you go into the book, all the scripts that you see are being written from one textbook. All the scripts you see, they come out of one text. It's just remixed and flipped a whole bunch of times. But that's a whole nother topic. Next topic. Cardi B tells Tasha K she better have her money. And we had that conversation yesterday. Y'all know how Tasha K try to talk slick, talking about I ain't got it. She knows she owe that $4 million. She talking about I ain't got it. Trying to talk jazzy. I got 2 children. And they asked her how her YouTube channel doing. She said it's doing all right. So she got some money coming in. But I'm going to break something down real quick because this is another funny story. And I told y'all Cardi B gonna be on her neck, because one thing you gotta understand, Cardi B is from the Bronx, all right? And let me tell y'all something for those that don't know. When you owe somebody from New York money, the Bronx to be exact, they're gonna want their bread. And you talking about petty of the petty, it's people that will beat you up for $5. If you owe them $5 and you out there spending money in their face, they just might smack fire out you and say, where my money at? You owe somebody from Brooklyn and you owe them $20 and you get caught buying weed and you ain't paying them their $20, you might get pistol whipped. Because people from New York don't play with their money. I'm being funny. That's a lot of places. But if Tasha K thinks she's gonna owe Cardi B $4 million and they gonna pay her, she got another thing coming, because Cardi B said, "Bitch, better have my money." That's what she said. The Rihanna song. That's what she said on Twitter. Know what I'm saying? She said, "Bitch, better have my money." Straight up. And what she said was, "Think it's a game." She talking to Tasha K. She said, "Think it's a game. Bitch, better have my money." Referring to the 2015 hit by Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? So Cardi B is not playing with her. Because I told y'all, people like to play with people's name. That whole trial, that whole case, that's what it represents. How a lame, a bird, a whack-ass nigga, anybody can just come out, start dragging your name and don't have no proof, no facts, and try to make money off of you. That's what this case is about. It's not about just no females bickering. It's about people playing with people's name. Now they got to be held accountable. I told you that's an old tactic. That's an old campaign when you play with people's name and get away with it. Now in 2022, you can't play with people's name like that and try to come up off it. Why you think Wendy Williams is off the show and she not getting her show back? Her show has been given to Sherry Shepherd, or shall I say Sherry Shepherd jacked her show. And guess what they said? It's going to be officially her show coming up soon. Her name and everything. Because Wendy Williams represent the type of individuals that slander. That's why you're going to see she's in her 50s. That generation is dead. You're going to see the people that's online doing a lot of slandering, making up stuff. They always old. They like 50 years old or going on 50, over 50. It's the old heads, because they come from a time where they can get away with that kind of stuff, playing with people's name. You can't do that no more. And some people, like I told you, they'll see you in the street. Some people see you in court. But now some people want to see you in court because they want to make your life miserable and make it hell. So it's like this. No matter what Tasha K do, no matter how much money she make, she got that bag, that $4 million debt over her head. Like that negative sign is going to always be over her head to keep her stressed. Now she got to worry about hiding her money. She got to do a whole bunch of other stuff, switch up accounts, but it's going to keep her off her square. It's going to keep her off balance. And Cardi B going to keep picking at her. Where my money at? Y'all know how this go. So that's why Cardi B came out and said, "Think it's a game, bitch, better have my money." Because she heard the slick comments that Tasha K said the other day that she ain't got it. And she like, "All right, you want to play with my name. Now you want to, I know you made money off of me. Now you want to act like you ain't got my money. All right." That's why I said Tasha K ain't going to learn to Cardi B take her channel. Because she got more pull with Google and YouTube than she do. It's that simple. But as you see, some people are very, very arrogant, belligerent, and it becomes ignorance. Because Cardi B is not playing with this woman. That's all I'm saying. That's my whole point. She told her, "Bitch, better have my money. Don't think you just going to say what you say and you ain't going to pay me." And she better hope Cardi B don't put a bag on her head. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. She better hope everywhere she go, it don't be a whole bunch of chicks running down on her, beating her ass. Because that's how I go down in the Bronx, all right? That's how I go down in the town. You can't be owing people. You can't owe people $1,000 and think it's just going to be good. So I can imagine $4 million. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I'm being funny. But that's why I'm showing y'all how a long time people have been playing with people's name. If you notice something, you notice even people like Charlamagne the God been turned that down. You notice he don't play with people's name like he used to. He calmed that down, like I said, about a year now, a little while now. If y'all notice, Charlamagne has humbled himself a whole lot. And he tried to take himself out that slander category. You know what I'm saying? But he know that's what brought him up to fame. Playing with people's name. What Birdman told Charlamagne, put some respect on my name. Because he was playing with a lot of people's name. It's just that they wasn't suing Charlamagne, but he built a career off of playing with people's name. But even Charlamagne has fallen back. He don't go that hard like he used to. And then you still have people like Wendy and a lot of other old heads. They still were slandering people's name. So basically, in my opinion, Tasha.K tried to use that same formula of playing with people's name, and it got her caught up. Because she also was, now I give her, she was campaigning hard on R. Kelly too at one point. She was picking and choosing certain people. She would go hard on them. But when she was doing her homework on R. Kelly, I give her that credit, Tasha.K. You feel me? That's why I said Tasha.K do got to side where she be serious. But when she was dealing with Cardi B, she got personal, and then she started, going too far. And she played with her name after a while because she started freestyling. And now she got to pay that bread. But the point of the matter is, Cardi B said, you think it's a game, bitch, better have my money. So we're going to see how that play out. And that's why I had to bring that back up. And like I said, we got real life cases of people slandering people's name. Like for those that's in the circle, for those that watch me on, on YouTube, we got a show called Grown Man Talk with me and my homie Grown Man P. A lot of y'all know Grown Man P. He recently suffered a loss lately. And during these past 2 weeks, people have been on the internet slandering his name, slandering his son as well. People actually have been saying that's good for what happened to him, things like that, lying on him, slandering him. So I'm trying to show y'all, that's why I had to bring up this story, because it's not just no celebrity gossip. It's celebrity, but it's happening in real life because people follow the celebrities. But my point is, everybody's not going to deal with it the same way, but you can't just think you're going to keep playing with somebody's name. And that's why I tell y'all to stay tuned. Because all truth must come to the light eventually. And what they say, you speak the truth and you shame the devil. Light and darkness cannot exist in the same space. So sometimes you got to let darkness get their time, and then you got to come with the light and run them out the room. So my point is this. It's called clout chasing, slander, whatever you want to call it. It's been a fad of people playing with people, bullying, whatever you want to call it. People have been playing with grown-ups, and we're not talking about kids. You don't see no kids playing with kids online like that. Grown-ups are playing with grown-ups more than kids are playing with kids. Now, somebody let me know if I'm right or wrong. Am I tripping? Do you not see grown-ups playing with grown-ups more than children? Do you see grown-ups playing with grown-ups more than when you went to school? Summer camp, things like that. A lot of grown-ups are playing with other grown-ups, and they keep thinking it's a game. Salute King T, Queen of Attraction. What's up? Cali Fields, Hurricane J. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, that's why when I say stuff like the future don't look so good, because the elders have failed us. The elders are getting stupider and stupider, and they trying to pass it through tradition, ignorance. So what does the children have to look forward to? Who are shaping and molding the minds of the up-and-coming individuals in the world? Is everything they're going to see straight ignorance? Is all they're going to know is ignorance? And that's my point. And that's why now I'm going to get into Black beauties dying. And this is also becoming a weird trend. Some weird things going on. These two women you see right here just so happen to be Black models. Y'all know the light-skinned one recently, allegedly, took her own life, jumped out a window on 42nd Street in New York City, one of the new luxury buildings. One of the, it was a luxury building. They say the rent was about $1 million in that range in the building. The rent in the building averaged between $1 million to $2 million. And this woman by the name of Chesley Chris, she allegedly committed suicide. Now, she was 30 years old, and she died on January 30th, 2022. So she was 30, and she died on the 30th. Alleged suicide. And they said she was depressed, and she might have had mental health issues. And it's just sad how a lot of models, they focus their whole life on trying to stay beautiful, and then they get to a point where they want to take their life, allegedly. Or they become depressed, or they found in a hotel OD or something like that. And the second picture you see is a black beauty queen by the name of Zoe Sozo Bethel. And she has died under uncertain circumstances. And they say that she was heavily aligned with the right-wing politics. And she was crowned Miss Alabama for America in 2021, which is last year. And they say that Zoe had an accident Thursday night, February 10th, and sustained severe damage to her brain and her brainstem. So, as we can see, they died about 10 days apart. Because Chesley died January 30th, and then Miss Bethel died, the one with the glass, she died February 10th. So they died basically like under 2 weeks apart, and they just so both happen to be models. And the one with the glass, they said she worked with the right wing. And I don't, I'm just reporting the story. This is what they put in the story. This is what, the emphasis they put on these particular, topics. They made a point to say she was right wing. So for those that know politics, you know what right wing is. So like I said, it's like we do understand in this pandemic, a lot of people are losing it. We do know that. A lot of people cannot afford to keep up with their bills. You might have been making money before the pandemic and you was able to pay $1 million rent or whatever the number is. Whatever the number is, you might have was able to pay it before the pandemic. But since the pandemic and your money been slowing up and everything been going up, you can't provide the same lifestyle. And I will say this, some people don't want to go from a 3-4 bedroom house to a 1-bedroom apartment. Some people just ain't, they do not want to do that. Some people can't accept the fact that if they got 3-4 cars, they might just got to have one for a little while. Some people do not believe in downsizing or going without. And that's part of the depression that happens sometimes when you feel like you're rich and you feel like your money got you on top of the world, and then you get to a point where your money ain't the same and you start being depressed. I mean, people are human. Sometimes we all go through that when your money ain't right. You can go into a depression. And you don't always have to be broke, but you could just be at a level where your money ain't where you want it to be, where you need it to be, and you can't move how you want to move, and you can become depressed if you stay in that lane too long of being focused on money. That's why the saying goes that money ain't everything, and that what? The riches are inside of you. It's the riches inside of you that actually make you get the riches outside of you. But when you lose your self-value and you forget that you are the riches, you're not going to be able to get nowhere. And I'm going to break that down to these two women right here. You see, the riches within these women were their beauty. Their beauty, they could have built off that energy called self-esteem and realized they already was a diamond walking around. They was already solid gold walking around. And what that mean is they could have got a job doing anything, modeling, anything. Like look how she modeling that glass. See, she just holding the glass, but it looked like she modeling that glass. That glass could have been a company that would have gave her a bag to model that, to model their glasses. My point is, when you got it, you got it. She just picture anything in her hand. She could have sold it. She could have had a toothbrush, toothpaste. You would have bought that. She could have had makeup in her hand. She was a model. God blessed her with beauty. So therefore, the riches was already inside of her. The same thing with the woman at the bottom screen. That's why the saying is some people are born with it. Talent. Everybody got their own talent, man. And it's not always how you look. It's not always, it's everybody got their own talent. That's how the world was created. It was spread out. But the thing is, you got to know your talent. You got to know your value. You got to know your worth. And then once you tap into that, you can bring it to reality, and your prosperity and your fortunes become unlimited once you know exactly who you are and what you're supposed to be doing. But that's why you'll see we live in a world of everybody trying to be something they're not. And when you try to be something you're not, you're never going to achieve what you're supposed to be doing, because you always trying to be like somebody else. You're trying to be like them. And that's why people always end up lost souls, because they spend their time on a planet and they never tap into who they really are. That's why when you see LeBron James, he's supposed to be playing basketball. When you seen Jordan jump at the foul line, he became a sneaker icon. He became the jump man. That's what he was supposed to do. Now, maybe if he'd have tried to be a football player, he wouldn't have been that great. So everybody got something inside of them. I'm just giving little examples, man. So I'm showing you everybody got something inside of them. It's up for you to tap in. That's right, helping the vision. That's right. God gave everybody something to work with. I'm going to give you an example, and it might sound crazy, but I'm going to be real, right? Like, these women might have the best of beauty, but they might be dry at the bottom. They might stink. They might have the worst smelling box you ever smelled in your life, or their breath might stink. My point is this, that not to be rude, I'm going to show you how everybody got a strength and a weakness. Everybody got something great, and then God gave you something to humble you at the same time, so you'll be perfectly balanced. You might see a dude, some women might know a dude, he fly, he got it all, but when it comes to the bed, he God ain't bless him down below the belt. You feel me? He ain't got that. Because that's God way of humbling that man. Get it? Where we was all created, we always given strengths and weaknesses on purpose. I'm just giving examples. But you got to be able to accept who you are, and you got to know what you're supposed to be doing. The people that don't want to face reality, those are the ones we say they can't look themselves in the mirror. Those are the ones that are mad at everybody else because they don't got what you got. They can't do what you do, and they mad. Or those are the people that think you put on the earth to serve them and their purpose. And I told you, those are all works of the devil. What's up, Rondell? What's up, Queen? American Links, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So everybody has a talent, and God has given everybody what they needed to have. And he also gave you certain imperfections so that you will be perfectly balanced. That's why you got to embrace your weaknesses. You got to embrace what you lacking in. And once you don't do that, boom, you become in a false reality automatically. You automatically become something you're not. And 9 times out of 10, you playing in the devil's workshop because you're not happy with what God gave you and you don't appreciate it. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. These women were blessed with beauty, but we see somehow they're not here no more. And one was only 30 years old, and she died on January 30th. The other one, she just won Alabama, Miss America for Alabama last year, and she not here no more. And I'm pretty sure their whole life they was taught to be pretty, in all type of pageants, just to get to today, and they're not here no more in the pandemic. So it just shows you, man. So what's the saying? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And to add on to these two women, What I also noticed was another woman was found dead, and she was an actress. Some of y'all already probably know about this. Lindsay Perlman. And she was the woman from Empire and General Hospital, the actress. If I'm not mistaken, she might be one of the women that played one of, Lucius and Cookie, their son. I think she might have been the woman that was married to one of their kids in the show, if I'm not mistaken. But this lady, Lindsay Perlman, from Empire and General Hospital, she was found dead in her car outside of Hollywood a couple days ago. And they found 2 notes in which she wrote how she was depressed and she was going through it. And she was found in a car by a man that was hiking. They left her in a hiking area, or should I say, pardon me, excuse me. She went to a hiking area, sat in her car, and she swallowed a whole bunch of pills. And she was found later on by a man that was hiking, in the morning. And she was an actress, an actor. She was in the game. So I'm showing you a pattern of people that are, passing away under different reasons. They was here before the pandemic not over, and they not even here no more. That's why I say certain things that's actually trending right in your face. That's why I say by the time you look up, I think the population is actually going to be reduced. Even though people have been knowing about it, people have been campaigning about it, but they didn't know exactly how it was going to happen. And I also keep telling people a million times, I'm not going to say it no more, that a lot of the numbers are not being reduced from what you think is that vax. A lot of these numbers are going down so fast that it ain't even got nothing to do with half the things we thought it was going to be about. But when you look up, when all this stuff is said and done, you're going to see how many numbers been gone. And they're not going to tell you, but you got to just do the math on your own. And you'll see that the Georgia Guidestones was very accurate because they didn't put them there for no reason. And another thing they didn't do, they didn't tell you exactly how it was going to happen. But one thing they do know, the numbers are being tallied every day. And basically, a lot of people are taking themselves out. That's what's mostly happening, if you want to be honest. That's my opinion. A lot of people are taking themselves out. Then another portion of people are becoming victims. And like I said, we're in a spiritual warfare. So it's nothing nobody can tell you, make you do, or none of that. You gotta just know where you're going. You gotta know who you are and what you got going on. So other than that, man, the Georgia Guidestones at this point, in my opinion, they did not lie. Because all I see is reduction. That's why every day it's a fight for everybody. That's why every day you got to keep your energy right. You got to stay in tune. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for everybody. So that's why I say when I pull up and we chop it up, I don't take it for granted because nobody knows what beholds the next hour or day. The next second, minute, hour, day, nobody knows what holds but the beholder. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell you, people walk around with a certain arrogance, like they always going to be doing what they do. They always going to be around. They always going to be able to play around with the stuff they play around with, when none of it is to be taken for granted. And you never know when your lotto ticket is going to get called. That's why I try to tell people this. It's like your life is like lotto. You never know when your number going to get pulled. It might be a pick 3, a pick 4. It might be a pick 5. You might be a mega millionaire, aka you might be up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because you one of the odds that had to go. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Stop taking stuff for granted. Stop playing. Appreciate what you got and try to be the best you could be. Even if you feel like you ain't shit, try to be the best you could be. All right? Try to be the best piece of shit. How about that? And you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to say about, the Black beauty, Black beauty queens dying, man. Or you know what I'm saying? The Black beauty queen's dead, man. And like I said, this is still Black History Month. So this is where we at right now. Also, what else happened? Oh yeah, y'all know I'm saying I spoke about that situation with Slim Jimmy from Ray Sherman about how he got into it with his baby moms, and his baby moms tried to allege that he was putting hands on or whatever. He threw the phone. Well, I have to report that that case has been dropped. His girlfriend, his baby mom's backtracked. She said Slim Jimmy didn't put no hands on her, and that case is out of court. It's been dropped. And the prosecutor say his girlfriend backtracked. So, like I said, that's me. If I'm gonna report Slim Jimmy was allegedly putting hands on this woman, I'm gonna come back and follow up on that story and let you know that Slim Jimmy, those charges was dropped on Slim Jimmy by his baby moms. And that happened in Miami, Florida. So that's what happened with that. Now, we don't know if he did do it, and then he had to talk to her like, you about to mess the whole bag up, and she went and retracted, or she was lying from the gate, trying to make his life messed up in hell, and she had to go rekindle that. Either way, Slim Jimmy from Ray Sherman, the charges have been dropped. He is in the clear. So it shows you she might have did try to slander Slim Jimmy, but either way, Slim Jimmy is good now. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? So that's how that worked. Because I'm pretty sure common sense did hit her. Like, let's be real. Let's say, okay, let's say if Slim Jimmy did do it. Well, this your baby father. Don't you understand by you getting me locked up, you messing up the bag, so how I'm gonna take care of you? Know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure they had to work that out if it did happen. But right now, Slim Jimmy is clear. The charges have been dropped, and as of right now, he's not a woman beater or abuser. All right, so I gotta clear his name. However you feel about it, that's on you. Another situation which happening or which is going on is Lil Boosie popped out, and y'all know Lil Boosie always got something to say, but you also will notice Lil Boosie has been very humble lately. He's been getting his account shut down. A lot of people have not been wanting to work with him because y'all remember he said certain slurs that pissed off the rainbow community. He was charged with saying homophobic slurs. And Little Boosie claims that the record labels told their artists to stay away from him after he made those comments. And for those that don't know, Lil Boosie also dropped the album yesterday, and you probably didn't really see it get promoted at all like that. But Lil Boosie has been speaking now. He basically been crying or whatever, saying that, the record labels won't let no artists work with him. And it is what it is on that. Because y'all remember he had a beef with Lil Nas X. And Lil Nas X was making memes about Boosie. They was coming at his neck, his brothers, his dad, and they had a big back and forth. And also what's been reported is they say since Lil Nas X has C19, he haven't been seen like that. So some people don't even know what's up with him. That's what was being said like I said about a couple weeks ago. They said ever since he had C19, he has not been seen. But Lil Boosie has popped out and said that ever since he had beef with Lil Nas X, the industry had been stopping other artists from working with him. And he haven't been getting no tours and stuff like that. So that's what's going on with that. What's up, The Juice Show? What's up? Friedman's channel. I see y'all. That's what's going on with Lil Boosie, though. You know what I'm saying? Also, I got to speak on this because I spoke on this clown the other day, and I told y'all he's a clout chaser. That boy Tyrese. Another old head. And he had a lot of women caught up in him throughout his time. But you'll see that a lot of time, all of them was phony. And remember, his mother recently passed away. I'm gonna break down how y'all remember the movie Baby Boy, and y'all know the mother on Baby Boy. Her name is AJ Johnson. She has been popping out the past couple of weeks. She got a show on TV One. She's been making her rounds on the Breakfast Club, and ever since she popped back out, not too long ago, Tyrese started showing his face again, putting himself in the algorithm. He's selling his house. He reported that his mother died, and he was taking pictures in the hospital, sitting in the waiting room. And I say he doing this for clout. And then some people feel like he might have sacrificed somebody, but I don't know. I didn't say that. That's just alleged. I don't know. But some people feel like he sacrificed his old mom, his old lady, his mother. Anyway, we know he tried to get clout off his mother, because if your mother's on a deathbed and she so-called got C-19 and pneumonia, why do you keep putting it online? And why are you trying to take pictures in the hospital? Come to find out, Tyrese got a movie coming out magically. And that's why I've been knew he was a fraud, because I know they fraud behavior, and I know how they love to throw themselves in the algorithm of the internet. That's what they do. So Tyrese recently apologized to the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, because he walked up in a hotel at the Ritz-Carlton with a whole lot of blood on his clothes and on his face, all that. He walked in with a lot of blood on him. And come to find out, what happened was he was entering a hotel after he just came from shooting his new movie, or, he got whatever he's doing. He's in a new movie, and he came home, or he came to the hotel with the blood still on his clothes. He claimed he was in his work clothes, but he actually did it to play with the people at the hotel. He was playing around. So my point is, your mother just died. You were sad, crying in the hospital. Now you playing around, and you got a movie coming out. That's why I said they not nothing, man, and they get on my nerves. They are wicked. They are foul, and I hope I just can't stand none of them. They're gonna get what they get, but it just shows you gotta see. I want y'all to just see how low some people will go in life, and it's mostly black people that will do anything for some shine, some money, a deal. And then they always want to lie and say they ain't doing nothing. They so perfect. They some loving people. You dig? So I already knew when I first saw him in the hospital, it looked like he was clout chasing. You in an emergency room, sitting in a chair by yourself, looking at the ground, talking about my mom and all this and that, showing pictures of you and your mother. Because before that, you wasn't popping. And every time you had something coming out, you ran to Instagram, ran to Twitter, and started acting like you was for women, black women especially. I'm telling you, when they want a bag, they always start campaigning for black women. Steve Harvey, another one. Think like a man, act like. Whenever they want to get their bag up, they start catering to the black woman. They start making books, and they start acting like they're giving advice, Kevin Samuels and all of that. Yeah, that's what they do. But this man, Tyrese, was clout chasing off his mother dying, and then try to get clout off her after she died. Come to find out, he's shooting a movie the whole time. Then on top of that, he want to come into the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, fresh from the movie scene, with blood all on his body. So we already know that's demonic behavior. And with Tyrese, whatever movie you in, I hope it flop, because I don't care about no Tyrese. And people don't understand, in Baby Boy, that was a sellout role anyway. That's why you see a lot of black men are still baby boys right now. Baby Boy showed you how men go from their mother taking care of them to their woman taking care of them. And remember, he had fake little hustles on the side, didn't have no real income. Well, just so happened, a lot of men are doing that right now. Or I say a lot of men have been doing that their whole life. I say that. Because, you might be a man going through it right now. You might be set back, and you might be with a good woman that's holding you down. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about no man that's used to getting his own money and like to get his own money. I'm talking about the baby boys, as it was told to me, it's called going from titty to titty. When you go from your mother to another woman, and you need her to do everything for you. But this was taught in Baby Boy 20 years ago. Like, it don't even seem like Baby Boy is that old, do it. But Baby Boy is a movie that's like 20 years old. And guess what? They're going to show it for generation and generation and generation. But that was the role he portrayed in that movie, is the sellout. The boy that just can't grow up and get it right. Even when he had a good woman, he still was cheating, getting caught, lying. Well, that's exactly what some dudes are doing right now. And a lot of you grew up watching Baby Boy. You ain't know you was going to be like Baby Boy, but it was already put in your head, like I told you. Hollywood ain't nothing but magic on the screen. And for those that don't know, some of y'all might know that when you see that Hollywood sign, that same element that makes the Hollywood sign is the same element that's in the tip of a magic wand. And Hollywood was based off of magic. And magically, a lot of movies you see, you started emulating throughout your life. Magically, the whole hood done seen every movie, the same movie 100 times. Baby Boy, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, Scarface, and a whole bunch of others. Even Teach You How to Be a Dirty Cop, Training Day. Every movie you see playing out in your hood right now. Because Hollywood worked magic tricks on your brain, been doing it since you was a little kid, a child. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, how Baby Boy was Tyrese's sellout role. And he was a grown man portraying the role of a young man that just couldn't get it right and cock blocking his own mother. Didn't want to see his mama have a life. Remember, she told him, mama got to have a life too. But magically, his mama recently died, and now he's shooting a movie, getting caught with his mother. Baby Boy. Showing you, man, it's all right in your face. You did? See? 2/22/22 was a natural day for witches. And I believe that. I believe that. I just know about all days that line up. I know about this month called February. I know when you say Black History Month, it also deals with blackness, aka the dark side. So I know every Black History Month, you always going to see a lot of dark things happening. I've been studying this for a long time. That's why I do not like February. Honestly, I don't. And I'm glad it go fast. Y'all also know this month is always hectic because they always drop tax money this month. And when they drop that tax money, a lot of wicked stuff start happening. It's a lot of bogus holidays this month, or holy days as they call it. Holy days, holidays. A lot of nonsense always goes on this month. Rituals like Super Bowl always be in February. That ain't nothing but a big ritual. A lot of tricks are played out in February. So I can't agree with you on that, Freeman Channel. I can agree with you on that. And basically that's it. I touched on everything. Oh, the only thing I didn't touch on is this last story of a 19-year-old student lost his legs, his fingers, and became very, very ill after eating leftover Chinese food. And he was a college student. He had to get his legs cut off, his feet, his fingers, and all he did was eat some leftover Chinese food. And we already know a lot of that food is cloned up and it's just not right. And they say magically, just so happened, out of all the people, he had a bad reaction. He only was 19 years old. And he had to get his body parts cut off. And I seen a rash. It looked on his body, it looked disgusting. So when you eat Chinese food, just make sure you're going to a reputable spot. Make sure that. Y'all should already know by now, every Chinese restaurant is not the same. You notice some look very dirty than others. The good ones are sometimes a little bit more expensive. You should know that. And when you go to the Chinese restaurant, all you got to do, you can tell from their menu. And when you look in the back and see who's cooking that food, and you look at their floor, you look at their pots and pans, you should have an idea on what type of Chinese restaurant you're in. I'll leave it at that. It'll be real with you, and not to be racist or funny, but when I eat Chinese food, I get it from a certain type of neighborhood. I usually get it from a white neighborhood when I eat Chinese food, so I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. I don't buy no Chinese food from the hood. I don't. Because they do a lot of shady stuff. Like They like to play with the meat, all of that. That's right. They like to play with the meat, put it in special sauces, finesse it, and half the time you ain't eating what you think you're eating. I say it again. I tell people this all the time. You've eaten chicken your whole life. And you know certain Chinese dishes you have eaten, they do not taste like no chicken. So you should know better. Some of y'all should know better. You know damn well chicken don't taste like that. And if it is, what part of the chicken is that? When you eat some of them dishes, and why you can, I tell you, can go to certain Chinese restaurants, order 5 different chicken dishes from that one spot, and you'll see each piece of chicken tastes different. The chicken fried rice tastes different from the General Toast chicken, which taste is different from the boneless chicken, which taste is different from the sweet and sour chicken, which tastes different from the chicken wings. You'll see all their chicken tastes different when you go to certain places. Now tell me I'm lying. And when you eat, for those that do like to eat they pork fried rice and rib tips, when you see it in that red sauce and that red color, you don't even know exactly what kind of, you don't even know if that's pork for real. And when you see them rib tips and you ate ribs in real life, you'll see them rib tips don't look like. I tell you what, go buy some ribs for those that eat pork and chop off the tip and see if it look like Chinese rib tips. I want you to do that. Do your own experiment. And you'll see that those are not rib tips. And you'll see they got them dripped in red, so you won't be able to peep game. A lot of them are slick. Then you'll see when you go to certain Chinese restaurants, they don't even sell rib tips. But we know in the hood, that's a big dish. You know what I'm saying? Served in the hood near you. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. And some of them are sanctioned to be in the hood and sell the food they sell. They're able to get away with it. They let them sell it. So that's how it works. Certain things can be sold in your hood, but they're not allowed to be sold in other places. And I'll be real, they know if they try to sell certain things in certain neighborhoods, they're gonna get their restaurant shut down. So they're not gonna play them games. That's why I told you I go to certain neighborhoods when I do eat Chinese food, because a lot of them are very there. Yo, they are some slick people. You gotta remember, this ain't no race game, but Chinese people are the kings of finesse. They are some of the slickest individuals. They come from China. I was taught a long time ago, all they got to do is have a picture of something and they can clone it. They can make it. Y'all know, a lot of people from the city, y'all know. When they was on the train selling them fake Duracells, man, they got fake batteries, all that. Fake Duracells, fake everything. Every brand fake. They are the masters of cloning and making fake stuff and selling fake stuff. They're the kings of it. You not finesse. You don't have no finesse game like Chinese. That's why they tell you hurry up and buy, because they want that dollar. I'm being real. I'm talking about the ones in the hood. That's what they do. They are finesse. They stingy. They won't let you go for 20. They won't let you go for a quarter. They ain't working no deals neither. Am I lying? Am I flying? You know plenty of spots where they work deals on the sneakers, the clothes. You know, you can go to the Arab store, come up short. They look out. You know what I'm saying? Give you stuff on credit. Spanish store, they give you stuff on credit. Look out. Try that at a Chinese restaurant or a Chinese business. Watch what happens to you. And this ain't about no race. I'm just being real. It's culture. They ain't letting nothing slide. They'll let you keep digging in your pocket till you find that 25 cent, that 10 cent. They ain't playing with you. That's just how it go. They are the finesse kings. They about that money. Period. And they are the masters of selling you stuff that you think is, but it ain't. That's what they do. So they hustlers. That's what they are. They hustlers. That's right. Y'all seen the stuff, plastic, rice grains, all of that. That's right. Canal Street. Y'all already know. And you'll see sometime they able to sell all the fake stuff, but you can't. You try to sell that fake stuff, you're gonna get ran down on. But they can sell it all. That's why you'll also learn that a lot of people running out for them Jordans, they don't even know some of them Jordans are fake too. Some of them Jordans are fake. And they could be still sold out of Foot Locker. They still could be sold out of Jimmy Jazz. Some of that clothes of Jimmy Jazz fake. A lot of y'all don't know that though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know about that fashion. Yeah, a lot of stuff be fake, and it's sold in your hood overpriced, and it's fake. That's why your sneakers are wrinkled faster than certain other people's sneakers. That's why your button pop off your shirt faster than somebody else's shirt, and you pay money for that shirt. Finesse game. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They're the kings of finesse. That's what they do. But other than that, I think I covered everything in this topic. You know what I'm saying? I covered everything. So right now, I'm going to run through the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do a recap for those that don't know. Ahmaud Arbery, he now could rest because the 3 men who was charged with killing Ahmaud Arbery, not only are they facing life in state jail, they also have been charged and found guilty in federal court on hate crimes. And they was also charged with attempting to kidnap him. And for those that already know about the story, he was jogging on a nice sunny morning. He had to take a little break. He went into a house that was for sale. And when he came out the house and finished jogging, they pulled up on him in a truck, and they did him like Ricky from Boys in the Hood. That's exactly what they did to him. They pulled up on him like Ricky, and they let that gun go. And what happened is, after the fact, they went into their phone records, and they seen that they was doing a lot of racial talking and had a lot of racial conversations, even during their trial when they was out on bail. And that's how they was able to get brought up on these civil rights charges, because it was a hate crime. And it's sad to say that Ahmaud Arbery was killed because of the color of his skin, just like they did in the 60s, 50s, and all of that. So that's why these 3 men had to be an example for all individuals that think they're just going to go around taking people out according to how they look. And that's the situation for them, and that's good for them. And it just shows you how a lot of people with them old ways of thinking, they're not going to make it in a new day. I also spoke about CardiB told Tasha.K, you think it's a game, bitch better have my money. That's what she told her. So we're going to see how that play out. And like I said, you can't be walking around playing with certain people's money, playing with certain people's name, and think they're not going to see you. So basically, CardiB is being petty. She's on her petty grind right now. She's on her New York Bronx. She's on Bronx time right now, and she's not letting her slide with her money. And I'm pretty sure she's going to be picking with Tasha.K and clowning her until she get her bread. And all of that is to just mess with Tasha.K like she was messing with her. So that's why they say payback is a bitch. And CardiB is paying her back right now. That's how that's playing out. I also spoke about how Black beauty queens are passing away. They dying. And they saying a lot of it is coming from mental health issues. The one woman that you see with the curly hair, or should I say the light-skinned woman, Chelsea Christ, she allegedly jumped from an apartment building in Manhattan and splattered on the ground. And they say that she was depressed. The other woman holding the glass, Miss Alabama, by the name of Zoe Sozo Bethel, they say she died under certain circumstances, and they say she was heavily aligned with the right-wing politics. And they said that she was injured. I don't know if it was a car accident. I don't know exactly how she was injured, but they say she sustained severe damage to her brain and her brain stem. So basically she was brain dead. And She passed away. The first one, Miss Chris, died at 30 years old on January 30th. And Miss Bethel, she died about 10 days later. About 10 days later, she died February 10th. So she died this month. They both died within the past month. And I also reported about Lindsay Perlman, who was an actress from Empire and General Hospital, and she was found dead in her car the other day. And they said she took a whole bottle of pills, and she was found in her car by a man that was hiking in Hollywood area. So that's why I had to speak on this, because it's a trend of people allegedly going through mental health conditions and they're losing it. And it also shows you that people could have the best of looks, they can have the best of material things and still not be happy inside. And I already know some people are going to look at this many different ways, but I look at it different ways too. So we're going to let them rest in peace. I also spoke about Tyrese clout chasing his own mother. Getting clout off his mother passing away, using that news to make himself look good, because Tyrese got a new movie coming out. And he walked into the Ritz-Carlton dripped in blood. And the blood he had on him was from a movie scene. So he's still clout chasing. And he looks very happy now. He's not looking sad like a couple weeks ago. And that's why, in my opinion, Tyrese is a piece of doo-doo. And I touched on just about everything. I also spoke about Lil Boosie, how he claims the record labels told the artists not to deal with him no more. And who cares, Lil Boosie? We tired of a lot of entertainment anyway. And a lot of it is whack, a lot of it is trash. And we don't care no more. So that's that. Other than that, I'm not going to hold y'all too long. Episode 111. I did 3 lives yesterday. I was up to 1 o'clock last night doing some research. And there's some more things coming out. That's what I'm going to tell y'all. Stay in tune. Make sure you hit the all notification bell, even though I know sometimes all the notifications don't go out. But throughout your day, make sure you check on the channel. Make sure you look for that blue dot on your phone. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you look for that blue dot. Because everything ain't always going to be how it is, but it's always going to come to the light. What up, Juicy? If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the Juice Show. That's the sis. You know what I'm saying? ABGBK all day. Anybody get it? For those that don't know, that's our background. Ain't nobody special. You violate, you get it too. That's how it works. Black flag. You heard? Mr. X. What's popping, bro? Mr. X. It's a good brother. My boy Alan from the UK, always on a pull-up. I told you, Alan, he don't sleep. He be all over. But he always tap in from the UK. And sometimes he the first to pull up. So if Alan get them notifications all the way in the UK, y'all got to make sure y'all get them notifications. Royce Madison, tapping in from Louisiana. Just like my man helping the vision. See? I know the locations because we tapped in. You know what I'm saying? We family. I told y'all that. My boy AP111, always on the pull-up. And Queen of Attraction. She been the queen on YouTube. I'll give her that. She know a lot too. And she's seen a lot too. Just like you've been seeing that slander queen, and just like You see that proof. You about to see some things, Queen, because I already know you've been around. You seen people rise, you seen them fall, you seen people get exposed, you seen it all. You're gonna see some more too. Real life TV. What up? Who else up in here? Miss Danielle Walker. Or should I say Daniel Walker? Danielle? No, it's Danielle Walker. Excuse me, miss. If I get your name wrong, y'all gotta excuse me. You know what I'm saying? The Freeman's channel always supporting. What's up? Michelle S. I send you support too. Who else in the building? I see my boy Kevin Stone earlier. That's the bro. That's one of my biggest supporters too. Andre Townsend, what's up? I ain't see you in a minute neither. But we here today. We here. Episode 111. Y'all made the show. Still King T. What's up, bro? Y'all already know. Nate the Great. What's up, Nate the Great? Always supporting. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna chop it up again, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you pulled up that day, you had some good insight on things, man. My boy helping the vision, tapping in from Louisiana. You understand? We got different time zones. We got different parts. So that's why I say I ain't just one way. I'm not just here to cater to one audience, one crowd. Everything ain't about your city where you from. It's about what, you know what I'm saying, learning about other places. You know what I'm saying? Because people think different all over, but we all still think the same in our own way because we come from the same cloth, some kind of way. So that's why we pull up. Miss Deja. Where Miss Deja at? What's up, Miss Deja? From down bottom, you know what I'm saying? From down bottom where the sky be real sunny. Wax Dog. What up, bro? Always pulling up, supporting. If you haven't already, go subscribe to Wax Dog. You know what I'm saying? Wax Dog, his editing is crazy. And at the end of the day, you're going to get some laughs, but he cover certain things. And if you don't know by now, Wax Dog is Hassan Campbell #1 op, all right? Or should I say Hassan Campbell is his #1 op. But my point is this, they got their own situation. Wax Dog used to be his moderator. Hassan violated him or whatever, And really, Wax Dog is the only person that I respect that actually do go at Hassan. At the end of the day, a lot of them dudes that be going at that man, I don't respect them because they be clout chasing. That's my opinion. But when Wax Dog go at that man neck, I'm sorry, it'd be funny. And he the only one, him and T-Bone from Colors. You don't want no beef with them. That's what I'm gonna tell you. I get at you verbally. Wax Dog, he gonna get at you. He ain't gonna say nothing. He just gonna break you down with your own content, man. That's all I'm saying, man. So if you got any type of hypocritical behavior or you out here playing yourself, Wax Dog gonna put you on that YouTube screen. That's all I'm gonna tell you, man. And when you stand on certain things, people not gonna like you. So all I can say is stop playing yourself and you won't get exposed. That's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's it. If I was out here playing myself, Wax Dog probably make a video about me too. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. It's people put in place to keep you in line. There's certain people in place to keep you focused. That's how the world works, all right? Don't play yourself and nobody won't try to play you. When y'all understand that remedy, you won't be getting played. Simple. Everything ain't got nothing to do with being a hater. Some things are just right from wrong. Right from the left. However you want to put it, man. Anyway, that's it. I think I touched on everybody, man. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to the family. Miss L Blue, I can't forget you neither. Anyway, y'all already know this is one of them days. It's more to come. I ain't really getting no rest, but I'm still up and I'm going to still be going on. And like I tell y'all, stay tuned. There's more to come. Also, salute to my bro, Grown Man P, Grown Man Talkers channel. And like I said, a lot of people want to slander. I see they've been campaigning, but they've been sneak dissing. I be dropping links. I tell them to pull up. They don't want to pull up. They want to sneak diss. They want to keep slandering and lying, trying to bully females, try to bully people when they down. But now they on the radar. And now we're going to show you how Cardi B ain't the only one playing with her name being slandered. And y'all going to see a lot of people. The people that was the closest to you will be the main people to turn on you and try to ruin your name with lies. So that's all I'm going to say on that. I don't want to bore y'all because some of y'all got a high level of intelligence and y'all can't tolerate too much ignorance. So I try not to deal with ignorant stuff too much, but sometimes the ignorance has to get addressed. And I call it comedy and I call it entertainment. And right now, we all need to be entertained a little bit. Miss Jordan, what's up? That's right. Jealousy is a tree with many branches. I like that. That's right. That's a fact. That is a fact. But like I said, I'm not going to hold y'all. Thanks for tapping in. Enjoy y'all day. You know what I'm saying? Stay strong. Y'all already know the slogan, man. Keep your energy up real high. Stay away from haters. And on that note, y'all already know I'm up out of here. 1.